Hi everyone, good evening. Good evening, good evening. How's everyone doing? Oh, good evening. Tolu! Good evening, everyone. But Abayo, give me this money. Money the help will help me. Yeah, Manchester Vigilance ṣe ni ẹ dájú. Ó dájú Manchester. Good evening, everyone. How's everyone doing? It's been a very busy day, very busy week for me. I'm going through a serious transition that is kind of consuming. Can everybody hear me? R2 is Sherry Ojodu. Beggar is Sherry Ojodu. Beggar is Sherry T. Hello T. Or T 1222. Whatever I don't want to wipe, Bisha. I don't want to begin a shape with me. You look today, you know about this. I reject it in Jesus' name. Ipa wo ló fẹ́ gún mi jọ rapist? Ọ̀run bá mi ṣẹ́ wọlé. Àdúà. Àwọn ọ̀pọ̀ náà dábò ṣépè fún ilé dáwà ń ṣiṣá. How is everyone doing? Good evening. Tolu, give me money. Where did they see this money? How is everyone doing? Welcome. Can you please do us a little favor? Just click the share button and just invite someone. I know I didn't announce, so most people don't know, but I wasn't sure if I'm going to be out, and I don't want to announce again so that we don't get to keep people waiting for no reason. Please do us a favor, click the share button. We're going to be discussing something very important today. I'm just going to open a line of thoughts, and then we're going to develop from there for the rest of the month. It's important that, all of us be part of today. And then I want to make some salient announcement and adjustment. So I really wish that every one of us can be here. So please help us click the share button and invite someone for this Vegas. Stonegate, thank you very much. You've been amazing. I keep seeing your hand. Jeez. Stonegate, whoever is behind that account, God bless you. God bless you real good. God bless you real good. I don't, sometimes I just post, I've not even seen it posted. By the time I will look at it to just make sure that it's posted, you already have one share. Guess who it is? Stonegate. God bless you real good. I really appreciate you. I always see you everywhere. Along that's the biggest prayer. So please let us share. But Bayoke, I banned you. She told me to block you. What about you? You're going to block him. I want to know your motion. You're going to shy into blocking. If I just had the platform, first of all. I don't like people from Manchester and from people that are having. Am I what? Olubukola just said. You Corinthian. She baby. All right, welcome. I never like for you, I tire, but welcome. Everybody on YouTube, you're welcome. Thank you for joining. Want to be riot? We have good people in Manchester. Hopefully. Very few people. Very few. At least I want them more than good people. I'll be until you book buy your la share everything. Kí ló ń pe olóúnjẹ yìí? Àṣàbí Ìbàdàn, àwọn èèyàn burúkú mọ̀ Manchester. Gbogbo àwọn èèyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ ń ṣe yẹn dáadáa. I want to Nigeria. Okay. Salute all my Nigerian. Let me tell you something about Nigeria that shocked me. It's not the news. Everybody knows. See, data is the problem of Nigeria. Me, I'm surprised. There's this app that Facebook just created. It's called Creative Studio, right? Creative Studio is an app by Facebook that helps you. Michael. Oh, Baba Michael. Hello. Oh, Baba Dami. So this Creative Studio app is an app that helps you, those who have a Facebook page, it helps you look at the statistics of those who are watching you. No, I will get phone. I will get phone me. I will get computer phone me. No Zen, no Cash App, no PayPal. If I didn't go for me, nobody go for me. Let's show you. So now, Creative Studio is an app by Facebook that monitors your page. It gives you the metrics and the statistics of those who are watching you and those who are stuff like that. So from Creative Studio, one day I was looking at the metrics, the statistics of our views and people who follow us and those who view. I can see how many people view. I can see how many minutes you view for those who view more than 3 minutes. It's a very detailed app like that. I was surprised that Nigerians, like people who are based in Nigeria, of all people, Nigerian residents, have the highest number of views on this platform. The highest number of views. Me, I could not believe that people back home can be watching 2 hours show. I read. You guys are impressive. I know what it costs you. I know what that costs. My sound is perfect. Check your phone, Bridget. I need to hear our phone too. Can you get on that? Our phone China phone no more. My sound is perfect. Everybody can hear me. Just you. You understand? It's just you. Yes, my microphone is very perfect. Check your Gioni, Techno, ZTE, you know all those your phone. LG gan, Advanced Shekoni. Cracking care. My voice is cracky. Yeah. Ah, what could that have been? Mo dẹ̀ ti gbójú díẹ̀ sí báyìí. Let me see. Hold on for me. Let me check from the settings. Is it still the same? See, my voice is shaking. Yeah. Is it better? Just let me know when it's better. I'm trying to. Is it better now? I just adjust the settings. Okay, ẹ ṣé o. Ah, àwọn ìgbò ìgbò English ṣá. The sound is very coarse. Waiting. Bọ́láńlé. Àyẹ̀wò ló sọ pé coarse yẹn náà. Àlàbá Àjọmálè. Okay, thank you very much. You know, sometimes this thing always be doing like a Kevin. You'll be stressing somebody else. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Now, it's really amazes me to see that Nigerian audience are, watching a 2 hour show, 3 hour show. Sometimes I've done so. And then when I look at the matrix of where they are watching from countries, Nigeria rated as number 1, UK number 2, United States number 3, Dublin number 4. And then the one that shocked me, UAE, still is in the top 5 of where people watch us from. UAE, and I see people watching from Kuwait, Saudi Arabia. Where Nigeria know the day? But the Nigerian one is one that amazes me. I really appreciate you guys. For people to watch show for Nigeria, we know what that looks like. I do my mother's internet subscription, and I know how much I spend. That is my mother. I will be old school, but or to fear those old mama, that they burn that out. Before you commit yourself to be doing data for your mother, I think my mother is just like that's what they used to catch cruise now. All the pastor that is on Facebook, she watched their show. Baba Oluwalo, Sam Ojo, Kinikan, all those prayer platform. I do that like twice a month, and I will do like 20 gig 2 times. Like, it's crazy, man. Afghanistan. I really appreciate you guys. Like on a serious note, I really want to just put that out there. Like Nigerian audience, you guys are the best. And then shout out to all our YouTube viewers. YouTube is growing sporadically. And I just want to commend you guys. I mean, it took me a time to even get on YouTube. I really did not want to. But right now, as we speak, I've been, endorsed by YouTube. Right now, as we speak, YouTube has grown to the point of monetizations. So now, those of you who have been watching show after that is not live, if you watch it after before, you don't see advert popping. You will be seeing adverts now popping in on our YouTube videos. You know what I mean? That means we are growing. We can be monetized. If you see advert popping on my video, don't skip it. Oh. Don't let us be allocating courses on each other. Oh. Do not skip it. So, you are not paying to sign up. Oh. Advert yẹn play. Oh. France. Wow. All over Europe. I see it's a lot of Europeans, you know, European residents watching, and you guys are amazing. I'm kind of overwhelmed, It's really nice. So thank you everyone. Let's get straight into business. Watching UK from DSS office. Ah, admit they want me block you, but Abayo. They want me block you, but Abayo Joe. Kilo come about DSS. Let me watch Yoruba Nation. One moron came to my boss and said, must you be criticized? I'm like, I never criticized them. I've been supporting them the entire time. But show thought about I let them in the car and son. I let shade the right thing, say. Hey, shade the right thing. Before you take to protest, you should have done the right thing. They came to my boss and started attacking me, and I said, you as a Yoruba person in Bukola, you did share on. The guy said, you as a Yoruba, I'm like, duh, I'm not a Yoruba person. So what? Right. One more announcement. I want to. I know I've said this many times. After careful, because we're trying to be better, okay, and we're trying to be consistent. I don't think I'm not anywhere close to the intentions and the visions that I have for this platform. I'm not close to at all. So we over time appraise ourselves and look at what we are doing right and what we can do better. I am not Yoruba. Tolu, Jimasun, Yoruba. I'm from Edo State. Jatu Zuare, Esako, East Local Government. That's where I'm from. Malfo. Yoruba will be liking to be claiming somebody's glory. The ball and baby. Now, so we carefully look at our content and what we do and the feedbacks that we're getting. And on the more serious, I know I've mentioned this many times and I always floated it. Because you see, I will explain why. There's this dark corner. This it's difficult. There's a tight situation that we always have to. I think most speakers are vulnerable to it because you are in the middle of what is right, what you want to do, and what is sellable, what people attend to, what is making you relevant. You people are very bad people. You are the problem of all these speakers. But personally for me, I've taken a position not to go by the number and not to go by the crowd. If I have 20 people here, we are going to have a fantastic show, period. So for the last time and for a really very serious time now, from today henceforth, we even adjusting our content on the page. I cease to be a blogger. Okay. Now let me tell you what that means. Blogger is people who talk about trending issues. I'm not doing that anymore. Now the implication of that is that I have repented of every violence. No more violence. And I promise you that. We just have to stand for something. You know what I mean? We just have to stand for something. We just have to be known for something. We don't have to necessarily do everything. Not necessarily. Sorry, excuse me. So we season from every Koikyo. Koikyo. I will soon blog you. You shall be blogged. So, like, on the more stressful, I just feel like I'm not criticizing those who are doing it. If you are blogger has the right to talk about any trendy issue and they have the right to take a position, and that's fine. That's if that's what anybody want to be, that's fine. But that is a little bit contravening because I can't measure the. It's impossible to measure the dexterity of decadence that it might cause. It's important for us to just be mindful of the content, and because it can desecrate the value that I'm trying to project right there. We're not going to be talking about trending issues at all. At all. The only reason why I always do before is talk about the particular incident so that it can be like a case study for us to learn. You understand? I always use issues as case studies for us to learn. But again, we humans, we always probably overflog it or start something, and other people take it and take it out of proportion, and we will not be able to measure. I want to be known for something, so cool. If you are looking for violence, you won't find it here. It's violence involved. So help me God. We had careful consultations, reviews. I have a team of people that I work with who are great guys working on the background, and I have people I still listen to. You know, I have plenty of advisors on Yakba. So all of them know that I'm stubborn, but so we're not going to be doing violence anymore, and I just need to put it that. Having said that, you have to take something out to replace it with something. We're going to be doing more of what we do, but we're going to be doing it more on the other page. I mean, not so many of you might not, probably so many of you are not aware of the page. We have another page that is supposed to be like for, empowerment, for, educative content. It's called School of Success. Let me open it up. School of Success. That's where most of our content should be coming from henceforth. So you might want to follow that page because this page is limited. People are not getting notifications. I've contacted Facebook many times and we're not getting it. This page, you see, School of Success, our content will be coming more from here. So please endeavor to follow that page. We are actually live right there now. I'm right on this page and we are live on that page too. You see, we're going live on there. So content we will still be live on here, but sometimes if I have a problem with this page, I will just do that because the content is actually the content that is suitable for that. It's already a grown page, so don't bother. Somebody will say, he wants to grow his page. No, I have 9,000 followers there, so I'm not trying to grow it. It's already grown. It's not a new page. That's been since like 6 years. So don't bother. Let's go to the content of the day. What do women really want? So many people have contacted me since I put that thing out there and they said, oh yeah, what are you talking about? Yeah. So yeah, women want, well, let me tell you, I'm waiting to hear what you're going to say. Women want this, Women want that. Women want this. Women want that. Women want affection. They want attention. They want love. They want bula. They want this. I just keep looking at everybody. But let us go into the nitty gritty. I've said this before that the values, the values of relationship and ultimately marriage has been mispresented and misrepresented by our culture and religion. Now, there's so much of abusive marriage everywhere. It seems like it's a norm. And so many abusive marriage everywhere. We now, Falui, this is actually our topic for August. Why do men cheat? This is what we are treating in the month of August. The whole month of August are going to be, sharing thoughts on why do men cheat. I already prepared the whole thing ahead of time. So don't worry, we'll get there. But you see, our culture, our tradition, and the precept of religion have so much devalued or misrepresented the concept of marriage to so many people and so many women. So many marriages are dead on arrival. So many relationships have been misappropriated and misrepresented. Our culture and religion has made women a victim by default in relationship and ultimately marriage. A mother gives birth to a child, and from when the girl is a child, she's been raised and, taught differently from a male child. There are kind of values that have been invested in the mind of our female, of a girl child, that has actually made them a victim by default. So we have today women who go into marriages with very low expectations and low self-esteem and fear. Now, this is the reason why the human nature in them now wants to make them revolt, because a typical woman feels like, even if nothing has happened, it feels like her rights can be encroached upon. She will be, they are made to feel like they are less human, or they have less rights, they have less, stake in their relationship. And it's not because the man has done anything, it's because that is how they were raised. Let me give you an example. A particular, a parent give birth to a male child, give birth to a female child. The male child will come from school, do homework, and go and play ball. If the girl follow the boys to go outside to go and play ball, the mother will say, no, jókòó síbẹ̀ yẹn, ó mọ̀ kóbìnrin ni ẹni. Ó mọ̀ kóbìnrin ni ẹni. Now, that tells the girl something. You don't have equal right like the men. You can't do what the men do. A male child is sitting down, a female child is sitting down, they will slap the female child. Paramọ́, obìnrin, ó mọ̀ kọ́mọ obìnrin ni ẹ́, ó lè máa ṣe kíní yẹn. Now, a male child and a female child is in the house. When the mother is cooking, the male child is playing PS4. The mother will carry the female child to come and stand in the kitchen. Whoa, mo ilé ọkọ ló ń lọ. You have to teach her how to cook. You have to learn how to cook. As if It is a sin for a male child to know how to cook. Are you following me? It's a mindset. So you are concentrating. They are breeding a slave mindset from a girl child. Listen, abuse of a woman in a relationship doesn't start from the husband. It starts from the parents. The father is the first abuser. Transfer the abuse to the husband to further continue. So you have to learn how to cook. They teach personal hygiene, which is good. But they don't teach personal hygiene to a girl child from the angle of health benefits. They teach from the angle of pressure from being a child, just being a female. It's as if you have committed the first offense. So the male child, this is the adverse effects. Look at it from the other hand. The male child has already grown an impression in his head that he doesn't have to learn anything. I'm a man, so what? That's it. I'm a man, yeah. I'm going to always be in charge because my sister is always the one that they put in the kitchen to learn the cooking. Me, I can be playing game. The male child don't feel any need to be responsible. That child has gotten an impression in his head that it is the female that should do cleaning, house chores. So our society, our culture, breed men, sons that are irresponsible from birth. It is their values that make them irresponsible. Not irresponsible to themselves, but to see women differently. I've said this before. A bad son becomes a bad man. A bad man becomes a bad husband. A bad husband becomes a bad father. And this is how our society has desecrated and, got messed up to this level. This boy child goes everywhere, come back home, play ball, sit down, play game, or sit in his room and just do anything he like. You and I know that when they begins to grow into, teenager, this male child can easily bring a female friend to the house and they sit together and talk. The parents don't make big deal out of it. That is, this male child is being visited by a female. But this female child, they told her to be for now, a female child just have stomach pain. Told the mother that, Mommy, I have to. If a female child say, Mommy, no, Mommy, the mother will say, kilo share, lolo, kiniko, lolo flagyl, this one. They take him to the hospital. Provide care for the male child and attention. A female child complain of stomach pain. The mother says, show me what you sọ fún ẹ. Ha, ẹ gbà mí. Inú run ẹ kẹ̀. Jẹ́ kí n wojú ẹ. Jẹ́ kí n wojú ẹ. Fúnkẹ́. Fúnkẹ́, ha. Fúnkẹ́ má kó bá mi. Hey, if you're pregnant, you're pregnant in this house. Wàá mú gàrí tí a bàjẹ́. Inú ló ń run. They already sell an impression that a life is supposed to be reduced if she can be in a relationship. They sold an impression to this girl child. Now, a male child will just can have anybody visit. It's all right. Hey, I want whether male or female, it's fine. They will sit in the living room, they will have fun. A female child dare not bring a male friend to the house. Fire will fall. Kí ni mò ń wò yìí? Fúnkẹ́. Ò ń gbọ́kùnrin wálé. Ọ̀rẹ́ mi ní sports. Africa. This is a family value that has already reduced the female child. Follow me. Please follow me. Reduced this girl. She grew watching her brother having a better benefit, a better stake than herself. Now, on the other hand, the male child in this family grew to have a notion in his head that women are in shit. Have a notion in his head that he is more privileged and he has a stake and he has authority to do whatever, whenever, however. Because, see, look at it. How will a man that is raised in a home that they always use his sister, to serve him? Nígbà tí wọ́n ti bí ọmọkùnrin yìí, it is the sister that always wash plates, cook food, sweep the floor. They will beg the guy to even go and start generator. Ordinary generator. Iṣẹ́ ènìyàn kan go cut on generator fún lálẹ́. Tí ò bá dẹ̀ tó bá dẹ̀ láìkí bọ́n ṣe bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ á tún kí fún wọn náà nù. A child that they use a male child that they use the sister to serve. That male child now marry a woman. Ó wá dàgbà wá fẹ́yàwó. Ẹ lè gbó máa respect obìnrin. How? How? Kofi Shika is not a bad person. He's just been raised to believe that he's better off than a woman. He's just been made to believe that a woman, should serve a man. Now, this girl child grew into an older teenage. By the time they get into their 18, 19, 20, their mother begin to preempt them and begin to prepare them for a dangerous future ahead of them. They give them an impression that their life will be subjected to a man. All they are teaching this female child at this point is to make sure he finds a good man, as if her life depends on it. As if her life depends on it. They begin to teach a female child to adjust to a negative pattern that they suffered. That's how you see a girl of 20 years old telling you, olórí burúkú mà lọkùnrin, ọkùnrin ló ń trust ibẹ̀ yẹn. Ọmọ àlè lórí burúkú ni bàbá ẹ̀. Ọkùnrin mélòó ló ti fẹ́ rí ayé ẹ̀? Ọkùnrin mélòó gan-an ni ọmọ 18 years? Experience wo ló ti rí? But she has been raised with a pervasive mindset. She has been raised to have, by default, a fear of her being subjected and being reduced to the authority of a man. Now, it's not the husband that is starting it, it is the parents who have subjected her to her brother in the first place. Now, the male child who are raised in homes like this with this value are raised to be negligible, careless, carefree. Listen, let me tell you something. I visited a guy recently. We needed to have a business meeting, and it was an emergency. As you are joining, can you please, I don't even bother about those things. Please share this thing, because you see, I'm going to spend the whole month taking through this series. Please share. Let's about the page. This page is restricted by Facebook now. Many people don't get notifications, so the only way people will get notified is when they see it. If you can, please share and let us have people joining, so that people don't get missed out, because I really don't want to go. I'm going a little bit far in this. This is one of the topics that I've spent months studying about. Doing, a test of hypothesis, doing a detailed research, and I just feel the need that our awareness, so that, see, even if you don't get it right, please, you can raise your child right, so that this error don't transit to another generation. I visited a guy recently, and the wife was not home. We are supposed to have a meeting, so we've been sitting having a meeting for hours. We were discussing very salient issues. So you know when you are talking serious, especially when it is discussion that has to do with money. So like I was literally off my shoe and we were just sitting on the ground. He was on his computer, I was on my computer, and then one other guy. It's been like 5-6 hours of intense discussion, and unfortunately for me, I didn't eat before leaving. So I was very, very, I said, damn, I'm hungry. I need to go home. Now, I was supposed to leave. We are almost wrapping up. But there is another, you know, what's it called? Online meeting, online class that we are all of us supposed to attend, which normally I can attend from my house. But if I drive from there to my house, I will not miss the meeting. I will not, I will have missed some part of the meeting. So he now said, oh, Shekuku Juro. Meanwhile, what we were doing, we did not finish. I just said, yeah, we'll continue because I was tired. I said, I'm hungry. We'll continue next time. I said, let's finish it now. By the time we finish it, it will be time for the class, and you can join the class from here. So I said, no, I'm hungry. I can't even listen to nothing again. So he decided. So he's been complaining of hunger too. He will say, ìyàwó mi ò dé sílé. Ìyàwó mi ò dé sílé. Married man from morning. This is about 5 o'clock. He was lamenting more than I was lamenting, and he keeps saying, but I keep listening to that emphasis of ìyàwó mi ò dé sílé. Kí ni mo máa jẹ báyìí? Ìyàwó mi ò dé sílé. I was looking at him. At some point, about 5-6 o'clock, I think the hunger hit him hard. So he stood up and went to the fridge. Now, this is somebody who have been saying the wife is at home, he doesn't have food. My mindset is that there's no food at home at all. Or maybe probably he doesn't want to take the stress of cooking. Or maybe worst case, he can't cook. This guy stood up and went to the fridge after hours of complaining of hunger and brought out a bowl of stew. All this ayamashi that is already cooked in the fridge, as if that was all. Brought out a pot from the fridge of rice, white rice. So Moango, why did he say he doesn't have food? If you have cooked rice, you have cooked stew, why did you not eat? You will not believe it. That this guy put the rice on the stove to heat, put the stew in the microwave. Then I say, like he was lambasting and lamenting so bad. Guess what? He said to me that he doesn't know how to serve food. That's why he's been waiting for the wife to come and all he needs to do is to microwave this food and serve it. All he needs to do is to just put this food in the microwave and serve it. And he could not. He said he doesn't know how to serve food. Like serve food. Mi ò lè hold there. Wọ́n sọ gbẹ́ngbẹ́ ọ̀rọ̀ sí pé ṣé o gbádùn ṣá? So your wife will come from work and you have been texting her and doing all these things to come and microwave food for you. That's what you are waiting for your wife to come and microwave food and serve it in the plate like this. We have so many men like this. And they will still stand in the place of right and ego to command a woman. If only women know the kind of power that they have in their hand to hold these men on their balls. Now, somebody raised that guy. Great guy, very nice guy, doing well for himself. But I'm sorry it's not well raised. It's a shame. One day I was in my house and I think somebody called me on FaceTime, and I was cooking. So I just dropped the phone, and we talked, and he said, "Ah, Mr. King, you are cooking." I said, "Is that a miracle?" Ah, eh, ah, you know how to cook? And he keeps saying, ha, ha. So me, I turn around, I'm like, what is the high about? I don't even feel like it's an exceptional ability that me, being a man, can cook for myself. I'm sorry, I'm not being cocky now. I can cook anything. I don't know what anyone can cook that I cannot cook. I don't know. Except it's the food that I don't eat. I don't have any business knowing how to cook it. And I really don't think that makes me exceptional. I really don't think that is one extraordinary ability to possess as a man. I feel that is a baseline for you to know as a human being. Ah, you see women say, see, housewife. You see women say goes, ọkọ mi mọ náà dá o, tó bá tọkọ mi bá ṣe bẹ̀ fún ẹ. I see that is an extra ability. You are the one that is making a beast out of that man. The fact that he cooks well is not a plus. It's normal. If your husband don't cook, it's deformed. Thank you, Jare Bami. Bàbá ń sòkú èkó lọ́wọ́. Now listen to me good. This young girl now gets into teenage that they are preparing her now for the future. And they begin to tell her stuff like, ilé ọkọ wo? Ah, ilé ọkọ ló ń lọ. Kíníkan, kò yà ọmọ ṣẹ́ dáná. Ilé ọkọ ló ń lọ. They are teaching her every good value, but with the wrong motive. Good value, yes, know how to cook, yes. They say, wo, o gbọ́dọ̀ lọ yàyà. Ilé ọkọ ló ń lọ. O gbọ́dọ̀ ní respect. Torí ilé ọkọ ló ń lọ. O gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe. Now, this is the message. The only reason why you should possess value in your life is because of a man. That's the message. That is why so many women now suffer broken marriage and their life became useless. Because you look as if everything they've been preparing them for has ended in jeopardy. They feel like they're good for nothing. Everything they spend their life preparing for, once one relationship, one marriage break, their life shut down. Good values are being imbibed by parents, but with the wrong perception. Yeah, thank you. Ọkùnrin ní àìrólé obìnrin máa gbé ilé ọkọ ọkùnrin ní àìrólé obìnrin máa gba ilé ọkọ ẹ̀ lọ and change the family name, hence male are giving preferential treatment. It's a shame. This is one of the ills of our culture. Now, a mother have a male child, have a female child. They will now call the male child. Bóyá obìnrin ni first born, second born, third born. Wọ́n wá bí ọmọ ẹyọ kan, ọkùnrin, fourth born. They will say that one is àrólé, olórí ẹbí, mọ́gàjí. Which other one did they call them? Olórí ẹbí nìyẹn, ọ̀kànlá. Ọ̀kànlá wa. Ọ̀kànlá. Àrólé. Olórí ẹbí. Ìbá lẹ́gbọ̀n obìnrin mẹ́ta. Tó bá jẹ́ kí first son, òun là àrólé. Òun ni olórí ẹbí. Òun ni which one? The abuse of a woman doesn't start from the husband. It starts from the father and the mother. They transfer the abuse to the husband to continue to further abuse the woman. So this girl child grew up to young adults. How many of you remember those days where our fathers will say they don't want to give a female child education because kitchen office will be? Aye. So many women who will have become value to our society have been reduced to nothing because their parent does not just see any value in them. How many of you notice pé ìrépolì ni wọ́n lọ unilag làwọn ọmọkùnrin family yín lọ wọ́n ní kí wọ́n lọ òjèrè àwọn ọmọkùnrin lọ Ifẹ̀ láti ò fẹ́ invest sínú ayé ẹ̀ doesn't have plenty expectation. They just don't believe you will amount to much. Can you imagine? Now, let's leave how he reduces the woman. Let's talk about how he makes this man useless. How he makes this man to become arrogant and how they begin to see women. How they begin to see women from a reduced perspective. They begin to see women to be less equal. They begin to see women to be not much important, and they begin to see themselves as a prevailing factor, a prevailing force over women. And they begin to see themselves to have immunity, unquestionable, dictator. They see that they have more rights, more privilege over the women. The belief system is messed up. So this girl tried to begin to grow. The elder brother is 30 years old, 32. Nobody is saying anything. But this girl is 23. And the father, every time, tó bá ṣílẹ̀kùn báyìí, tílẹ̀kùn yẹn pariwo jù. Má balẹ̀kùn mi jẹ́ ogo balẹ̀ ọkọ ẹ lọ. The mother, kí ló wá ṣẹlẹ̀ báyìí? Ṣó rẹ ni pè é ni? Kíní kan. The mother that doesn't give you money and buy you clothes before, you start shopping clothes for you. She started taking you out to all the parties she's going, so that somebody can, at least tó bá ń jáde, wá ti rẹ ni pè é. Kí ló dé tó déjú mọ́lé? Má jáde torí Ọlọ́run jẹ́ kẹ́kẹ́ ọmọ 24 years old. Fúnkẹ́, kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ báyìí? Bá mi sọ̀rọ̀ èmi nìyá ẹ̀. Àdúrà mi á ṣàgbà lórí ẹ̀. Kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ báyìí? Ṣé ta ló wà lójú ọkàn báyìí? Ṣé kò sẹ́ni kankan ni? Bá mi sọ̀rọ̀. Ọlọ́run á ṣe. Ọlọ́run máa ṣọkọ tiẹ̀. And then they will come tomorrow and tell you one of your childhood friends that is getting married next month. Ọ̀rẹ́ mi kíní, rántí ọ̀rẹ́ mi Fọlákẹ́, ìyá Fọlákẹ́ ìyá Bísí. Bísí màmá ṣe ìyàwó aṣọ táwọn mú fún wedding lélẹ̀. Aṣọ táwọn mú fún ìyàwó Bísí lélẹ̀. Lágbára Ọlọ́run máa ṣe tiẹ̀ náà. They are selling an idea to this girl child that she has a problem. They are selling an idea to her that a man need to do her a favor for her life to be balanced. A man need to do her a favor by finding her. So she begin to go out every day with a victim mindset, just hoping that one good man will say hello. She has already been reduced and subjected by her parents to a potential man that will come her way. A man will follow you to the house, whether it's your friend, whether it's your co-worker or anything. Just a man just visit your house. Your mother will start greeting them. All of it, the moment one lawyer ya buruku, moment didn't know that one show no good down. Moment one lawyer that come and lead you. Moment don't buy it here. Don't know why when you are 14 years old. Now you are 24. A man just wave you. Your mother will start say, "Pẹ̀lẹ́ ọkọ mi, pẹ̀lẹ́ kújọ́ mẹ́ta o, mọ́mì ńkọ́, ó máa dáa fún yín lágbára Ọlọ́run." The next thing you hear, Ọlọ́run á ṣe yín lọ́rẹ̀ẹ́ ara yín. Your mother begin to patronize, also on your behalf. At 24, 25. When you are 27, the story has changed. Your mother begins to go to Shiloh. He will take you along. He will leave the boy child at home. He will go to Orioke Boromiro. You must go. You don't have a choice. The boy child say, Mommy, me, church you. Stay at home. He will go to Redeem Camp, Holy Ghost service. The boy will say he's not going. You don't have a choice. He will take you along. Now you will sit down in church. Your mother is praying. You too, you are praying. No? Everybody, they are leading prayer point. Your mother will go, he will drag you and put hand on your head. Shh. You will sleep at night. You will just see your mother in your bedroom. Shh. Lórúkọ Jésù, lórúkọ Jésù, lórúkọ Jésù, lórúkọ Jésù, lórúkọ Jésù, ọkọ ire, ọkọ alálùbáríkà, Ọlọ́run bá mi ṣe fún ẹ, lórúkọ Jésù, ọkọ kìnnìkan, Ọlọ́run bá mi ṣe fún ẹ, lórúkọ kìnnìkan. There's an ideation that is being sold. There is a subjection that comes with those efforts. Your mother will just call you and bring, exactly those of you who are already in diaspora. Your mother will just text you 2 a.m. midnight and send you like 15 Bible passage. They say use it to pray. Daddy, Pastor Kini, I want no fun wani Kini. They will send you prayer point at midnight for you to be praying. Wo kó gbàdúrà yìí sómi lórúkọ Jésù Ọlọ́run á gbàdúrà wa. Ọlọ́run á gbàdúrà. You are only 32. 27. So many women got married as an ambition to fulfill life obligations. There is an ideation that the parents sold to them that life achievements is marriage. Marriage is a beautiful thing. Marriage is honorable. So love is a beautiful thing. Listen, marriage is great. As a matter of fact, God did not create anybody to be alone. We are not created to be in isolation. But what is the motive? By the time this girl is getting married to a man, finally, there's an ideation of subjection that comes to her. So what does women really want? What do women really want? Why do we have so much frustration in something that's supposed to be pleasure and splendor? Why do we have so much pain and anger and hatred and violence and abuse in something that's supposed to be for sharing? And I think marriage is overrated, and I will tell you why. Marriage is supposed to be two people come together to just share life together and share pleasure, share the company, enjoy the company of each other. That's it. It's not that serious. But guess what? The man is going to the marriage with that mindset of it's not that serious. I just somebody, to just be with me. The woman is coming to the marriage with like this very serious notion. I did not be not even serious notion here. They are coming with 35 kg of expectation. They are coming in already stressed out. They are already burnt out before they even get into the marriage. They are going into the marriage on the wedding and they are just saying, at least I will my bolo wala mommy. So many people use marriage as an escape from their family problem. Hoping that they are going to have a different life, which they have long prepared them for, of a life of subjection. Everything their parents has ever taught them to do that is good, they've told them that you do it because you are going to your husband's house. So every good thing you can do in life, you are doing it because of a man. Dress, look good, is because of a man, to attract a man. Behave well, because of a man. Dress well, is because of a man. Know how to cook, is because of a man. Know how to clean, is because of a man. Take care of your body, is because of a man. They go into the marriage with a housemaid mindset. Somebody say women want security, financial stability, respect, and love. That's a lie. Those are you can have a whole bucket list of that. That's baseline. Those are supposed to be the benefits of things going right. If the motive is right, those are natural. You don't ask for that. They're not what you ask for that you want. They are natural reactions. They are natural benefits that comes with it. Now, women want security, financial stability, respect, and love. You see, let's go with these comments. This is where we have problem. Olorade said women want security, financial stability, respect, and love. You see where we have a problem. So a woman is coming from her father's house with all this expectation, and you think she will not feel, she will not be frustrated. No, she will. The Bible says, woe. The Bible says, woe unto him that put the trust in man. Woe. This is why we have so many frustrated women. So a young lady is going to marriage with all these long expectations. And it's more than this. Security. If you need security, buy a dog, first of all. Hire security system. Put CCTV in your house. There is no man that is supposed to be your security. Financial stability. Also, my sister. Also. Your life is your life. Respect. There is no man that will respect you when your parents don't respect you. There is no man that will respect you when your parents actually sold you to married life if you are a piece of garbage. They chase you to your husband's house. They are even saying to your husband, o ṣe bàbá mi o kú tọ́jú ẹ, Ọlọ́run á tọ́jú ìwọ náà, Ọlọ́run á ṣe ní. As if he's doing me a favor. How can a man respect you when it's as if your parents auction you into marriage? I wish I can share some examples, but I'm slowing down, actually going into some personal details. Love. Why should a woman ask for love? Let me tell you why we have so much relationship that is based on lies. You see two people living together. No, yes, you can contribute. You can contribute. Why can't you contribute? We have calling time. You can contribute. Why do you know why we have so much relationship that is based on deceit and lies? There are people who are living together. You will be saying somebody pé kò lọ́kọ ẹ ó ti divorce. Àwọn kan wà tó ti divorce. Táyé wọn better ju àwọn dìde kan tó wà ní marriage lọ. There are people that you are seeing them together. They will come to church. They believe only hands. Ask them the last time they've ever done anything together. There's so many people who are living together and they are worlds apart. You see them together, but they are like 10,000 miles away in their heart. Love is missing. When love is missing in marriage, stress dominates. You will be stressed out. See, how many of you went to public primary school? You know what you feel like when you just enter from primary 1 and now promoted to primary 2. You know they will assign you chair. You know when they assign you child, they always those days they will pair a boy and a girl. When they pair you with a girl that you don't like, or they pair you boy and boy with a student that you don't like, and you are going to sit on the same bench. You remember those days that we use ruler? Tó bá ti like it, wàá lọ mú ruler, wàá fi fàlà sí àga yẹn máa pín ni. Má dáyé mi o, move, shift. That's what happens when you are living with somebody that love is missing. When love is missing, stress dominates. It's not because you are a bad woman. It's not because he's a bad man. It's just because love is missing. It will be stressful. It is love that produces tolerance, patience, and perseverance. It is love that produces tolerance, patience, and perseverance that is required to accommodate excesses of each other in a relationship. When love is missing, it becomes stressful. It becomes naturally stressful. I say, what do women want? Somebody say women want love. No, woman should not ask for love. It should not be what you are asking for. You see so many women, all I'm asking for is for you to love me genuinely, God. You are already a victim. It's not what you should beg for, what you should ask for, what one man should now give you as benefit. No. It's what you are entitled to. It's what should come naturally. Love, when you give it, you get it. It should be a natural love. If it's missing, it's missing. How can you be asking for a man to love you? Are you dense? All I'm asking for is for you to give me attention. You're always this one. You don't give me attention. I'm a woman. I'm an emotional person. I need you to do. All I'm asking for is to give me attention. So the day you sit down in the house, all day that I did not go out, you will not see you. You will not carry love alone. I'm transparent. I'm a reduce. The man is feeling like, oh, yes, she's happy today. She can clearly see that you are excited that at least it's giving you that it's staying in the house. It's not necessarily giving you the attention, no, because it's just in the house. It has been translated into giving you attention. So now it's in the house. Dìde yẹn láti aago mẹ́jọ ló ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní dáná. Olùṣẹ́ aláṣẹ, ó ti dáná, ó ti ṣẹ̀fọ́, ó ti ṣẹ̀wà gan-an, ó ti ṣe ńlá, ó ti ṣe kinní kan, ó ti ṣe gbá. Slave mindset. Ó ṣáà ń dáná ni, bẹ́ẹ̀ ló ń fọ bathroom, ló ń tẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀dì. Pẹ̀lẹ́ o. Ọ̀rẹ́ ẹ pé wo máa pè é padà dáàdi wá wà nílé ni. Oh. So the man is sitting down like this, watching football, feeling like he's doing you a favor by being at home. All I'm just asking you to just give me attention. Ó wá jẹ ilé, ó jẹ macaroni, ó jẹ ilé, ó jẹ gbogbo ẹ̀. Àbí bí ẹbọ ogún, ó jẹ gbogbo ẹ̀. Ó wá ń ṣe, àwọn kìnìkan wá jọ jókòó tì, àbí kó tiẹ̀ wá fẹ́ pa ẹ́ kú, ẹ wá kàn jọjọ stroll láàrin street, àbí kàn take a drive lọ ibìkan, ó wá wálé, ó kó fún ẹ kóbà. Àwọn adarọ àwọn apẹ àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ ẹ̀, wọ́n á just, you are feeling, your countenance evidently changed because it's at home. It's normal. You are a woman. Women get thrilled by those things. But you see, something has sold an idea to the man that is doing you a favor. He's doing you a favor. All of a sudden now he's at home. You have cooked 5 food in one day. Pẹ̀lẹ́, dandy foods. Ketra. You are doing extraordinary. Because you have begged for attention last week. And I said, no. I'll be home for you. Don't worry, I'll give you attention. By weekend, I'm going to stay in the house. Oh, that's a favor. Whoa, wow. Is it a good thing? Yes, but it's not a favor. There are dividends of love. Daddy, wa wọ́n lélẹ̀ ni mo máa pè é padà. Ó ti fọṣọ dry cleaner pẹ̀lẹ́. But don't blame this woman. Nǹkan tí ìyá ẹ̀ sọ fún láìka tó ti wà kékeré nìyẹn. Ohun aṣọkùnrin, ọmọ aṣọkùnrin òkín létí ajé tó máa ń wá ṣe ọrùn ẹ̀ báyìí, wá yọ white yàtọ̀ sí. Wọ́n ti kọ́ ẹ bọ́n ṣe ń fọ jíǹsì láti lè dádì ẹ̀. Are those things good? Yes. Are those virtue of a good woman? Yes. But with which motive? With which motive? Ó ọmọ Yorùbá ni wọ́n máa ń kúnlẹ̀ fọ́kọ ni o. Wọ́n máa ń kún. Is it bad? No. There's a difference between submission and subjection. Submission is agreeing to work with somebody. That is what marriage should be. Agreeing to work with. Subjection is reducing yourself to somebody's dictatorship. Our parents have misinterpreted and misrepresented submission for subjection when they were teaching our female child about relationship and marriage. Violence. You see, I say, what do women want? Somebody just showing. Women want security, financial stability, and respect. They are not what you should ask for. They are not what you should ask for. They come into the relationship, get into marriage with a full bucket list of expectation. Once the expectations are not met, frustration is inevitable. Frustration is inevitable. Bible says, woe unto him that put his trust in man. Woe unto him that put his trust in man. Hear this. If you have not secured yourself and give yourself security, no man can give you. There is nothing that a man will give you if you did not give yourself. Our women goes into marriage for a man to be doing miracle in their life. No, man is not your Alpha and Omega. Financial stability, sister also. Ọlọ́mọ ṣe níyàwó èlò dáàdì wa ṣe tí ń bọ̀ nílé ẹ̀wọ̀ tẹ bá ń bọ ẹ̀yà kẹ bra magi kò sí magi nílé mọ́ magi àti irú woro mo fẹ́ ṣe bẹ̀ mo ti tẹ̀ ti gbé lákaná wọn ara láì pé kò sí magi tẹ bá lè àwọn ọmọdé àti àmà sí tán kẹ́ tètè dé kò sí magi nílé. Magi 100 naira ó dẹ̀ rí tí kò respect ẹ̀. Rárẹ̀ làkàn ni ọkọ mi tẹ́ bá bó ṣe bá mi sọ̀rọ̀ ní gbangba wọ́n bá mi sọ̀rọ̀ ṣàkàṣàkà tẹ́ bá gbọ́n kan tó sọ fún mi ó ní abẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ kì í ṣe pé èèyàn burúkú ni ìwọ ló ní value. Ìwọ ló ní value. Our society has raised men that are insensitive, you lie, another lie. Another lie. You just made another false statement. I believe that you are saying what you are saying are olden days mentality for our parents. All this can't happen anymore. Not in this century. You lied. That's not true. Don't make me start giving you examples. Practical examples. I'm not telling you 5 years ago. I will tell you something this year. I like to plead people confidential where I can tell you, not in Nigeria, in UK, in America, this America. I will give you at least 10 examples. 10. Women have been abused. And you listen to their story, realize that they were being subjected right from their parents' house. No, yes, it could happen. It could happen. I'm just giving those. What I say doesn't mean affirmatively. I'm just sometimes I just set this up just to have a picture of what I'm saying. That see, I believe that a woman should be independent, and that's how you earn respect. See, nobody run away from value. If you are valuable, there is no man that will walk away from you. That it is seemingly impossible for men to work out of certain women's life. It is seemingly impossible. But we are not blaming the woman here. This show is not to apportion what woman is doing wrong. It's to show you why they are being subjected into abuse. It's so much abuse. Like, I am tired of listening to stories of abuse. I like that. When my cousin went home from Nigeria to marry a man, the mother-in-law asked her to wash her clothes, and she said, "Call a dry cleaner, I'll pay." Ah, ó shock wọn back home. Like, do you see? Now, ìyá àgbàyà yẹn kì í ṣe pé kò lówó dry cleaner o. But to them, those are what they use to test a good woman. You know, the lady is in abroad. She's from the abroad. They feel say olóyìnbó lélẹ́yìí kò lè ṣé lè máa ṣọmọ òrìṣà ṣó máa mọṣẹ́ ilé ṣiṣá ṣó máa. I met a lady not too long who is like a known face that while lose contact you can't see. Doing well, very high profile girl now. And it was, I didn't even meet her. It was somebody who she went to Nigeria and then they met somebody that they met with my mother. So my mother was talking. So they just say, "Ah, do you remember this girl, this girl, this girl, this girl?" I say, "Yes." So my mother goes to speak with her. So she called me and was telling me about the girl. So the girl actually asked for my number from my mother. And then my mother gave the phone number. Okay. And then we got talking, right? So my mother was giving a follow-up. She was not asking me about the girl. And I'm like, she's cool. And then she began to ask certain questions. Like, but Emma wo African mother. She's the one who Dogbo stylishly did the hookup. Me, I did not see the girl. I did not go to the party. It is she who even sent her number to me. It is she who they said the girl requested my number. So my mother gave the number to her mother to give to her. Now, my mother started giving a follow-up call. Be asking me, ah. So one day, she was asking me about what she does. Me and the girl have been talking, so I know now much about her than my mother. So I was telling her, yeah, this is what she do. This is, and fortunately, her job is a job that she's a professional. She travels a lot, and sometimes she's away for a lot of days, and then she come back and she's single. She's single, never been married. For me, I think she's cool. And my mother goes. So recently, she's not been hearing me talk about her. So recently, she called me and she was asking, "How would you initiate what she in sorrow?" I said, once in a while we talk. And then she goes, "Ẹ̀rọ ọmọ yẹn náà, ẹ̀rọ ọmọ ojú tó èèyàn ọmọ èèyàn mímọ̀ níbo. Ẹ̀rọ yẹn náà nǹkan tó sọ pé ó ń ṣe yẹn. Ṣé yẹn ò lè wo nǹkan tó nídìí ní ìsìn ojú ẹ̀ ti rí tó ọmọ tó máa fọkàn ẹ̀ balẹ̀ ló nídìí. Ọmọ eléyìí tó jẹ́ pé iṣẹ́ ló gbé sórí yìí. Èèyàn tó máa múnú ẹ̀dùn tó máa fọkàn ẹ̀ balẹ̀ eléyìí tí ò lè dáná lé tí ò lè ṣe kíní. Nígbà kí wá tó wá ń wa pọ́ọ̀tì máyà yẹn kí wá láǹfààní ìyàwó tó wá fẹ́. Eléyìí ò lè gbọ́ tọkọ, kò lè ráyè gbọ́ tọkọ. Ó dáná èèyàn dára ní at least àwọn family ẹ̀ bọ̀ eléyìí ò lè gbọ́ tọkọ, kò lè." I was listening to my mother, I was shaking my head. I was listening to her, I was shaking my head. I let her finish and I said, "Ma, first off, I'm not trying to get a maid. I'm not trying to get a maid. I'm trying to get a wife." I said, "Ma." I said, "Ma, I don't need a woman to do anything for me. I'm sorry. At this age and stage, I already have children by the grace of God. Ọmọ òpè mẹ́ta, ọkùnrin, obìnrin, kò sí kẹta ọmọ. By the grace of God, I already have both. If I decide to have more children at this age, it is a choice. It's not a necessity. Mi ò jáde bímọ méjì kí ọ̀dọ́ kémi ò bímọ. Wọ́n lọ́mọ kan gan, ó kú ònú àgàn. Abọ̀ nítorí méjì. What is a woman coming to do for me now? I hate it when somebody tell me that, mọ that girl, you need to know that she's a good girl o. Ọmọ tó kọ́ báwọn ìyá yín ṣe tà yín síta nìyẹn o. Wọ́n ṣe tà yín lọ́pọ̀ nìyẹn o. Your auntie is trying to hook you up. He's saying, wo bá meet needs me, ọmọ tó lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ni. Wo very good. She's a homemaker. She can cook and clean. They have sell you with the marketing strategy of the housemaid. With the features of maid, they are selling a wife. I hate it when you want to tell me about the guy, you're telling me that she can cook and clean. That's not a prerogative. That's not the reason why I should think she's a good woman. Men, so many of you have fallen in the hand of Delilah because all you are looking for is a woman that can cook and clean and wash your clothes. She's cooking, she's cleaning, but you are black peace. Will you rather not cook and clean for yourself and have peace of mind? Ọmọ dáadáa ni, ọmọ tó ti lè rí àyè wo ṣùgbọ́n ọmọ náà dá, ó máa tún lè ṣe. That's how they market you to your husband. They have already devalued you and reduced you. That all you are good for is a maid. All you are good for is to cook and clean. So what am I saying in essence? Our society, our culture, and our religion has created a misrepresentation of what a woman should be. Have devalued women to be less valuable, less equal to a man. And our men are raised, if care is not taken, to be dictators. Men are raised to feel like if you are giving a woman attention, you are actually doing her a favor. If you are showing love to a woman, you are doing exceptional. If you are a man and you decide to sweep the room, the whole house, sweep, you are doing extraordinary. You are doing what you are not supposed to do. You are doing what you are not supposed to do. You are going extra mile for your wife. You are being a superman, a special breed, because you sweep the house. Our culture, our religion, and society has raised boys that are becoming responsible men and irresponsible husbands and irresponsible fathers, ultimately. Because they were treated differently from a girl or child. They were raised to believe that girls is less. I bless God for my mother. I don't know what it is. I think he has so much grief for my father that we were raised like women. We escape. We used to use holiday to escape my mother's wrath. We can't wait to go to my grandmother's house. But unfortunately for me, my grandmother is as horrible as my mother. It was later that grandmother mi wá lose form. So yeah, àgbà tí ń dé tó yẹ pé wọ́n ti wọ relegation láṣẹ ẹ̀bọ̀n bẹ̀. When it's holiday that we try to escape from my mother's goes, we go to my grandmother's house and my grandmother is as just horrible as my mother. Now, I'm from a family of 3. We have 2 boys. I'm the last born. We only have one female child, which is the firstborn, unfortunately for the rest of us. See, it pay make my mama beat you than make my sister slap you. My sister I no pass like, my sister is just like palapata two tissue paper joined together. It's my entire sister, the whole body. Palapata two toilet roll. Mo ti bí kún ni ẹ, but tí baby yẹn bá gba etí ẹ. Hi. Let me tell you this. Mo máa ń gbọ́ láti pé tí n bá fọ́ etí ẹ̀ wà rí star. Tí n bá gba etí ẹ̀ wò wà máa rí star ni. Kì í ṣe slang o. If you have not experienced it, no be slang o. Hear me. Fáwọn sọ kẹ́yìn máa fọ́ etí ẹ̀ wà rí star. Na real o. No be slang o, no be ṣeré-ṣeré o. The only and the last time I ever experienced it is from my sister. You see that tiny hand? My sister slapped me one day. Going out, I swear to God, everywhere went black in my eyes, and then everywhere started turning to navy blue. And I was seeing a blinking light like this, as in Moon Fiber the register here for like 10 seconds, non-stop. Would I be Thomas, you know? And my mom, when you know long, Thomas to the Christmas. You know long. It's not the one that used to do bow. Yeah, but come out do bow. Tell you about channel see. About the but like not to know long be 60s, you are do you by. You don't blink. My sister is so cruel. See, the beating is not the problem. The problem is that my mother is already my mother. You will know that it's not the offense that you commit that my mother is beating you for. Okay, you break plates, Abi, which is almost normal for a child in a home. Domestic accident, like mistake is allowed. It's inevitable. You break plates. My mother is angry. She want to beat you. You manage to escape. My mother will forget that. She will just send another errand. Oh yeah, love me shaking. Oh yeah, love shaking. She has breezed over it. Right. Okay. They have come back. They have cooked food. My sister will come and remind my mother. Tí iná bó ṣe fọ́ kínní náà ó tún ti fọ́ plate ní tí iná ẹ sọ pé máa nà lẹ́ẹ̀kan yẹn. Why you dey do like this? Now, my sister became like not even the assistant general manager of the house. She's even like the boss of everybody, even my mother gone. She's so much at stake, which is very unusual. I have a immediate elder brother that is twice, twice, that is 3 times my size. Me, let me not even use myself as a comparison. I was very skinny before. When I was growing up, I was very skinny. Matter of fact, when I was like in my early teens, my mother's friends, they used to call me idiot. Don't worry about, like, I was very skinny. My brother has been a plus size. Everybody in my house is huge. I'm 6'3" feet tall. My brother is 6'2". But you see, he's 6'2", he's this big. He's as a whole fair, as in let's see, lower. My sister is like 5'6". Ó máa fò sókè gba ilé tí ni. As ó máa fábálẹ̀ fò sókè gba ilé tí. My mother will forget that you have committed an offense. My sister will remind her. Now, at this point, my mother don't feel like slapping you again. Maybe she doesn't feel like beating you again. My sister will take offense on my mother for not beating you. Like, how? She so much has a stake. So, we know they like my sister. Growing up, we know they like her. We know, like, we don't feel my sister at all. But let me tell you one story. You know why I'm telling you this? One day, she has been paper. Even my mother will be telling my sister that, because Auntie me pọ̀ jù wíyá toiletry méjì ní sẹ́. Where I join toiletry méjì pọ̀. That's the entire body of my sister. Look at us like big. Huge, tall men. Gbàgbé, slim body no be sickness o. Agba ite wo. Ordinarily, I would take my sister and break her like this. Like this. Like ordinarily, man, 4 auntie me like. Like me, they never let me. But they have not born you well. Let me tell you why it never happened. As we were growing as a child, one day, my sister started this witch behavior. Like she always do the most. Like my mother want to punish, just pray my sister is not there. You are asking for something from my mother. My sister is the one screening you. So only can move. So by 3 awakening, no, now could make sense. Emma from lower come tell the school lola. She wants to pay. Like keep the hell up. Like shut up. Mind your business. No, she will not. We're not going to like teen. I think my brother is all getting to like 14 then. Then when you get to teenager, you want to believe that there's one madness in your head. You know, this early thing. You begin to feel as if you are more than what you are. Snazzy. There's Dangbanashoko in your head. Your village people want to start ministering to your life. Okay. So my sister said these are witch behavior. My brother just revolt. Now, he did not hit my sister. I repeat, he did not hit my sister. My sister came like usual. For some reason, I think Igbale lo ma fi ń jà. Igbale. Why? She would just, my mother will use cane and beat you. My sister would just pick broom. Why? See, 10 minutes later, you will still be removing broom from inside your skin. Nínú skin ẹ̀ báyìí, wàá máa yọ skin báyìí. Ní ọmọ ọgbẹ́ ẹyẹ fi Igbale nà yàn, wọ́n mọ̀ sọ pé ó máa ń jẹ́ kókó èèyàn kéré gan sẹ̀. She no care kilo go put God down nìkan kilo kan. So as usual, and she's good with slap. As if I didn't go see the door, you might buy. So she started out this busybody again. She stretched her hand to slap my brother, and my brother held the hand like this. Held the hand tenaciously. She said, "For me, she tried to remove herself. She used the second hand. She held the hand. He held the hand. That was all he did. Ladies and gentlemen, that was all my brother did. The rest is history. Like, he did not hit my sister. He just held the hand. You don't have an idea of the consequence. My mother came back. However, at Jas Hospital. I'm not joking. I'm telling you real life. All my siblings watch my show. Hope at Jas Hospital. Hi. My mother, after beating the hell out of my brother, took my brother to police station by her own self. Say, ever meet him only. I won't know him. She didn't even ask what happened. Could not be new. Could not condone him. My sister claimed that her hand is hurting. In all fairness, she's light skinned. So her hand just this red spot because my brother held it like this. Just held it like this. She claimed that, my mother took my brother to police station and locked him up. Paid police. It will be like 14, 15, 16. One day we pay. One by one boy. Go to law station. One by one boy. That go to like on. He did not do anything other than self-defense. I tell you later, gentlemen, he ended up in the hospital. So me, seeing that kind of scenario, you think I want to block? My sister will slap her and say, "Don't block here." Oh yeah, Kawai saying. I don't know where she got that confidence from. till we grow up, nobody has ever there. Listen, I spent over 4 decades on earth right now. They have not born me well to question my sister till now. Now she said, funny enough, my sister now became a Gigi. She now went quiet. She's like the meekest person I have. Even when we were doing bad goes and she said, hey, I need to calm down. She's calm now. She know they do violence again. She know they do violence at all. She doesn't fight anyone. She doesn't even argue. But they are still not born you well. I don't know, like, because we have already raised with that perception. When she talk, we can argue, my mother care. But when we go violence on later, she gets older and now we getting grown. So power shifts. Now we our and so we love on this. But you can still not bamboozle my sister. She's not fighting anybody again. She will even be begging you and advising you. Ezra is a pastor now, so but she's still like, you can't question what she said. Pé ọkùnrin kan ní olórí ẹbí wèrè kan àbí ọkùnrin kan ní mọ́gàjì kìíní kan. Ṣé my sister will sit down and just be reading a book and you be asking you to go and cook ewedu? We have girl in the house. Wọ́n máa ń pín iná dídá ni. Ẹni báyìí ló ń fabọ́lé ni, ẹni báyìí ló ń dáná. There is no such thing as obìnrin ilé ló máa ṣe bẹ̀. And this all those things. It is those, see, today I'm reaping it. I'm working, taking 2 courses at the same time, and I'm by myself, and I can still take care of myself. Nothing missing, nothing. I hate when people come and say, hey, kí lẹ wá ń jẹ báyìí, ṣé o gbádùn, kí ni mo ń jẹ báyìí? Sundays. I wasn't raised to be useless for myself. I was raised to be instrumental to myself. Many women, many men married because they are raised to be useless to themselves. And they have been told that it is one woman that has come to their life to come and cook and clean. Nonsense. They've been made to feel like a woman is supposed to be subjected there and do something for them. There is nothing that is synonymously say woman's job that I was not raised to do as a child. But we do it more than our sister because my mother used to say, Auntie Nicole, and we male child. Lama Kmomi, Lama Fabo, Lama Bale. We will now still go to my grandmother's house. I'm supposed to be at this, we can breathe and escape. My grandmother's house is a big yard. After morning devotion, Temakasa and be 1 million. You will now go and take everybody knows. You will already know your portion. You will now sweep compound. As in, I'm not joking now. It's like 2 plots of land that you're going to sweep. It's by default. You don't price it. You don't price it. Our culture has raised women to be subjected. So the abuse doesn't start from marriage. The abuse starts from upbringing. It's father and mother that has already started abusing this girl child. They just transferred the abuse to further continue in marriage. Ilé ọkọ ló ń lọ, gbọ́dọ̀ mọ̀ ṣe ń dáná. Ilé ọkọ ló ń lọ. As if every good thing, every good virtue you have to have is because of a man. And then they say, kitchen ni ọ́fíìsì obìnrin. So your parent has raised you as if there should be less expectation from you. They think less of a woman. And then you want to go into marriage to now expect one man to carry you like this. No, your parents sold you out in the first place. Once you're in your mid-20s, they're already telling you, kò ṣe kíní kan, ilé ọkọ ló ń lọ, They auction you out. As if that is what your life depends on. There are so many women who have the capacity and the capability to become something significant in life and be useful to the society that has been subjected and reduced to marital humiliations, and their vision and dreams were shipwrecked, died. I have a friend who quits a job in Shell. Quit a job in Shell because she wanted to marry to a man. Like, quit a job in Shell. Torí wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe wedding. The guy is in abroad. The guy is in America then. And so she's the only one on ground. So she quit job to plan wedding. And because the husband always have a problem when he called, kíní kan bolo oṣù wa mi ṣe yàgò yìí, àwọn ọkùnrin ló wà bẹ́ẹ̀, ìwọ nìkan lóbìnrin department yẹn. So the guy from abroad, olórí burúkú, ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní máa the pressure. Kọ́bọ̀, she come. This guy sent a BlackBerry to this my friend. Ọkọ America, ọkọ abroad. Oh, auntie, ọkọ gidi has something to do with where the location. Ọlọ́run lè yan ọkọ gidi fún ẹ Nàìjíríà. Bó kàn lọ ń ṣe bọ̀dá àgbẹ̀ ẹlòmíì ò ní ṣe lábúrò. And it's not always about money, it's about value. What are the values of this guy? What are his perception? Now, ọkọ abroad yìí tó ń complain paṣẹ ní Shell. Wọn ò rí àwọn orí ọ̀rẹ́ ìyá ẹ̀ ló introduce ẹ̀ sí bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn, because as far as they are concerned, she said she's just 27 then. Kó ṣáà lọ ilé oko ìgbìnì kan àkàn máa sọ̀rọ̀. So it's as if they have auctioned you out, they are begging the guy to marry you. So the guy begin to dictate, iṣẹ́ yẹn you will have to change. Ṣé o lè wáṣẹ́ mi ni? Sorry. Ṣé o lè wáṣẹ́ mi ṣe ni? This one, we have to choose. But by the time we get married now, I don't want all of these things. Ṣé kò lè wá nǹkan mi ṣe ni? This one. The pressure was so much, and when the wedding plan started, she had to quit her job. She had to quit her job. Now, this man that is complaining about her job in Shell, I've not sent one dime. She said she needed a phone. This dude sent a BlackBerry phone one time. How many know Z10? Z10. BlackBerry said Z10. I think Z10 is the first full touchscreen that BlackBerry did, right? Who sent the Z10? See, baby. Okay, yes, Z10. That's a America. And then, maybe like a month later, they had an argument. This guy sent an email. I'm not joking now. Don't print email. You have to 3 pages or long. Oh my God, 4 paper meter. I read it, and he was venting and insulting this guy. Peko more. Show me to unra phone yẹn. Phone to unra fún yẹn. Òun ṣì ń sanwó ẹ̀. Òun ṣì ń sanwó ẹ̀ lọ. Òun máa sanwó ẹ̀ for 12 months ni. Show me to cost you when it's Z10. This is the guy that work in Shell. The guy was angry and said, "How much is the phone? Let me send." The guy angrily sent Naira to him in America. Yeah, no, don't buy me a phone. What insolence is this? That same man who is adding no shit to her complain about her job. Kò ṣiṣẹ́ ní bar o, kò ṣiṣẹ́ lhotel. She work in Shell. Like Shell, she's in operations. And she quitted her job because she want to please a husband to be. They got married. Guess what? This girl, the father is very wealthy, very wealthy. But you know about someone our parents will not say they don't want to spoil the child so that come on, mama so the parents stop giving her any benefits. No pocket money again because they want that to they want that to focus in her husband's house. You know how our parents will be thinking those things are discipline. They think in Africa they think suffer is discipline. This guy went back to America and this girl became jobless. At least till the time that I left Nigeria, she doesn't have a job. She did not have a job. She couldn't get another job. She became a recluse. She became shipwrecked. Ó yá kan ṣe ìwé fún kó kọjá sí Amẹ́ríkà tí ọkọ ẹ̀ ìwé ò bọ́ sí i. Kan ṣe bọ̀bọ́ yẹn wá sọ di ìyàwó alábọ̀dó. A kàn wá dé gbẹ̀gbẹ̀ àdàbò alóyún àpàdà. Awálé abàlù àbò àpàdà. Awálé àdàbò àpàdà. Torí pé kó ṣáàlì ládé lórí. If you know when this girl was in Shell, wàá rí class náà ṣé òun wáìnì wàá fọ́. As at the time that I saw her before I left Nigeria, I was sad. Kí wá láǹfààní ọkọ òun náà kẹ̀kẹ́ pé ó ń gbé ẹgbẹ́ náà ó dá sí ẹ̀ lọ́rùn ní ṣe ó padà. Now she's at the mercy of whatever the guy said. Adé ti sọ̀rọ̀ burúkú wọ́n yẹn dẹ̀ bàjẹ́ ọ̀rọ̀ á tún sọ̀rọ̀ burúkú sí fún. Just in the name of Oládé orí. Gbogbo èèyàn kan ló ń tìdí ọba wa o. Tádé orí ò bá wọ̀ fún ẹ wọ́n fi là wọ́n Panama. Ṣọ́jọba ń lé yín ni tó ń wá dé orí ìgbèrè káàkiri wọ́n Panama wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀tì. Ta ló jẹ́ ìwọ̀n bẹ̀rẹ̀ àlàyé ìsìn? Ọ̀gá ṣe lace wig kó wọ Bond Street kó ta ní fìlà òṣì tá ńlá dé wèrè ìwọ jẹ́ baálẹ̀. Our society has subjected me. So we have women that are raised with a low mindset. So this is where we are going. We are almost there. I spent time to explain the mindset of how the nomenclature of how our girl child is raised to become women. Now they now transit into relationship with all of these things. Guess what? All of this thing together, all of this perception that they're being raised has built two things in every woman that is raised with African value. Number one, insecurity. What do I mean by insecurity? They are going into a relationship to look with the biggest fear of what does the future hold? Will this man take care of me? Will he love me? So they have a whole bucket list of expectations and what they are looking out for. Listen, their parents have done a damage with their self-esteem that they are hoping that they've created a vacuum in them from their house that they are expecting this man to fill up. Unfortunately, the man is going to further continue the damage. Hear me. There's a lot of women on this platform. Every woman, please say yes or no. Be honest. Every woman, when you were 18, 17, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21, every lady, every woman always have a mental picture of marriage in their head. Now, that's what I'm going. Every woman always look forward to, by the time I marry, this is how I want my marriage to be like, what my husband should be like, what my husband should look like. Every girl child, once they begin to grow into young adults, look forward to marriage. Why? Do you think every man is like that? No. Men look forward to independence, not marriage. A girl child, once they get to young adult, they look forward to marriage. They can't wait to escape this humiliation from home and think that the other side will be different. You understand? That's why they're looking forward to it. They always because you see they tell them that they are the one that have to watch baby because they have been treated differently from the male child here. This is how they have been raised to live. So they look forward to marriage. A male young adult look forward to as a male child, once we are young adult, what we are looking forward to is when we start making our own income and live large and carry girls and do whatever you are going to do. The day you are going to be able to pop open beer in the presence of your father and nothing will happen. That's what we look out for. That independence. No man look forward to marriage. A girl child begin to fantasize and envisage and look forward to marriage. Now, because they are trying to see if they are going to have an escape from what has reduced them from every other child in their house. They feel like when they marry, they're going to have their own space, their own independence. They feel like when they finally be married, at least they will get off their mother's pressure and stress. And now their mother have to determine what they do and determine. A male child will be giving money to go and buy his own clothes. A female child, the mother will insist that you have to buy clothes for you. Some of you, till you are 25, your mother is the one shopping for you. So they always shop nonsense that you don't like to wear. How many of you always have clothes that you buy that you always hide from in a different place for your mother not to see? You will buy clothes. It's those of you that manage to have admission. The clothes you are wearing in school is different. You know they have not born you well to bring those clothes home. How many of you female here, you remember when your mother used blade to cut your clothes because they think it's not good for you to wear? They cut it with blade. We buy some clothes. Somebody will give you a gift. Agbako ni. You have to go and hide it under a portmanteau and hide the portmanteau under another portmanteau because your mother must not see it. Guess what? Your brother gets the same thing. You don't care. You put it on the table because they are treated differently. They treated the woman to feel subjected. Two things a female child look forward to when they become a young adult, when they will get admission to university. Escape. First time for them to just be themselves. Be themselves. Be the woman. They can think and act their thoughts for themselves. Escape from what has reduced them less than what they really are. They are getting there slowly. Escape. Escape. And then they look forward to when they finally get married, when they can have their own home of their own, hopefully thinking that they will be able to now be themselves. But you see, the parent has not only reduced them at home, they have already sent the wrong signal to the future ahead of them. So this man, the same way your brothers and sisters were raised to be irresponsible for themselves, they have raised this man too in his own house to be irresponsible. His sister is the one cooking and washing plate for him. We now meet this man who have been raised with this same value of negligence and carelessness. And he just realized that, voila, the trend just continued. Now you are struggling to get attention, you are struggling to get love. The woman is doing everything that she has been raised to do. Doing everything that they are told her to do to be a good woman. The Proverbs, the virtuous woman. That's religion. Virtuous woman. For you to be King Kong. They've read that book of Proverbs for you. He has to wake up in the morning and prepare food for the husband. The virtuous woman have to do so. He kneel down before the husband and worship the husband and call the husband my love. Hello, King James Version. Now, she's still willing to do all these things. Women don't have a problem doing all these things. It's not a problem. Matter of fact, because that's how they were raised to believe, they take pleasure in doing it. Oh God, they take pleasure in cooking for you. In fact, women find it romantic when they cook and you eat it. They don't have a problem with it. But what do they get in returns? A man who feels entitled. A man who feels that that's their job. A woman is expecting that she should at least be recognized and appreciated for it. And this is a man who feels that's not exceptional. That's what women do. So what's supposed to be what men does? What did our society teach our young boys to do as a man? Which value did the society, did the culture actually imbibing on men? What is the culture teaching man to be? Nothing else than a provider. As long as you can provide, excuse me, that is not a job. That is not a value. Why can't women be a provider? Why can't? Anybody that works hard will be able to provide. What virtue? What value? How come there is no place in the Bible that talks about the virtuous man? So is a problem for a man to have virtue? What does a woman want? What does a woman really want? A woman spent all her life from a girl child to an adolescent to young adults to a lady to a woman to a wife seeking expression. That's all they want. Expression. They just want to be them. They just for once. So by the time they get to this marriage, they are just seeking freedom. Because they were raised as subjects. All they seek is expression. This is the irony of life. All the culture has raised a man, a boy child, to do is to shut down the expression. This is why we have conflict in marriage. The day men can let women to be women, there will be a lot of splendid marriage. I'm praying to God to give me the virtue and the grace to be able to have a program, a platform that will be exclusive for men, real men. If I'm able to do it, those of you who are looking for husband, please pick men from that platform. They will be a good man. Any man that can learn those values. I want to call it Real Men United. Real Men United. I don't know when. I don't know how. I'm trusting about it. I have so many things in my bucket list. Real Men United. All that a woman wants is expression. The freedom to be a woman. The freedom to be able to express themselves. They have been raised with subjection. They've been raised to be lexical. They grew up like that. Their mother told them that they are the woman, that they are less than the boys. You are less than your brother. Your brother is a boy. You can't do what your brother does. He's a boy. You are a girl. You can't do that. You can't do this. You can't do that. You can't talk in public anyhow. You are a girl. You can't. Good values. We are not negating it. I want to have a close-ended group to just talk to men, like men. Because you see, to be a good man is not too much. I am not an exception to it. I am still learning. But I have realized to have peace of mind as a man and to be a good man to a woman is simple. Just let them be a woman. Just let them be a woman. You become and sign up your husband. It will take me so much resources because I'm having to put materials together. So it might possibly not be free. It won't be on Facebook. It will probably be on. I use Google Teams now to consult with people. You know, I do business consultations. You guys don't even know what I do. You guys don't know. I do go Microsoft Teams to do, like, when virtual days, I do virtual consultations through Teams or Google Meet. Google Meet is fine, but I prefer to use Teams. Have a close-ended group. So it's going to be like people signed up for it. I want people to intentionally sign up. It's not what you just come and do on Facebook. No. Real Men United. Let's talk to men at the close end. Let's listen to men. Let them listen. Let them learn. See, could they handle? just make a woman be woman. It sounds very easy, sounds very vain. But do you know that stop? Oh yeah, tell me all the problem in marriage. And I will tell you that it's very simple to fix. It always boils down to man encroaching on a woman tó ti wà limited láti joy. Tí wọ́n ti raise less than equal láti joy. Now she's now in her own personal space. She wants to exercise that liberty. And one man who has been raised to be dictator, to be godfather, want to reduce that freedom. Onírànà abẹ́fẹ́ wọ́n ti padà jí ní Australia. Ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́ káàárọ̀ àwọn tó kùn lọ sùn. Àwọn kan ṣe jí. Nonsense. Ibo náà ti ń bọ̀. Ọmọ Bọ́lá náà tún dé. Ẹjọ́ àkínṣe violence rí mọ́ ọmọ Ọlọ́run níwà. The totality of all the conflicts in marriage is the concept of culture, religion, and tradition that has subjected a girl child to the mindset and the idea that is less than equal. Oh, God, she's the one that they are teaching how to cook because she's the woman, and the guy does, the men are just exaggerated. Oh, yes, the men can just play around and play ball. No, you are a girl, you can't do that. Oh, yes, the guy can talk, but no. They've been raised to be less than equal, and at the same time, they've been selling an idea to the boys that they can just do and undo. They can just do anything. So our society has successfully raised women to be subjects. No, to have an idea of being a subject. And raise these men to just like they can gallivant and gavalize and do anything they like. Now, for the first time, this woman wants to have she finally get out of the parental humiliation. Abuse of a woman don't start from the husband, they start from the parents. They start from the parents. Kitchen in the office obìnrin, ọkùnrin làrólé, obìnrin ṣe máa gbalẹ̀ ọkọ ẹ̀ lọ́wọ́, àṣẹ máa lọ jórúkọ ẹ̀, gbalẹ̀ ọkọ ẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ máa jórúkọ ọkọ ẹ̀ ni. The mother will make, so sometimes they make it as a joke. They say, "Whoa, how dare you go gbalẹ̀ ọkọ ẹ̀ lọ́wọ́?" There is in their own house, like they have less rights. They look forward to that day that they're going to have their own space, their own domain, their own territory, where they can as well express themselves as a full being. So every time in marriage, this woman look forward. What does a woman want? All woman wants is expression. And in that expression to be themselves, women just want that freedom. That's all they seek. For the first time in their entire life, they are in a space and time and age where they want to be them, do them, take a decision for themselves, do things without being conscious or cautious of what anybody feels. Unfortunately, while they were being raised as subjects, our society and culture has equally raised the young boy to become a young adult, to become a young man that feels like he has a bigger right or a better space, or is in a better space. They have been raised to be a dictator. So the whole conflict, name it. Name anything that causes problem in marriage. You will see that it boils down to a woman wanting to be a woman and a man being raised to subject a woman. The day a man will just allow a woman to be woman, that's the day the man will have peace. That's the day the woman will feel fulfilled in her marriage. If somebody say, if you cook for a man, you clean for him, you wash his clothes, he will still cheat on you. It's because of how our society has raised our men that we can do anything. A man that is conscious of how disappointed the wife will be if he's caught will actually not do it. Not because we're afraid of her, but love constrains. The love has the potentiality to constrain you. Oh, you are going to church on a Sunday morning. You are dressed, okay? 15 minutes, you are already dressed. Madam is still rubbing fish soup. Kò tí ẹ̀ tí ìwé. Ó bóyá tún wẹ̀ tán, wọ́n tún wá ṣe lush, wọ́n tún ṣe kìnnìkan. Nǹkan tó fi ń pa ojú tó 13. After 1.5 hours of getting dressed, she finally gets in the car. You start the car. She said, my dad, do. Mo ti gbàgbé kìnnìkan. She will not. They know how to open that thing on the front seat and look at the mirror. I just think that, me she concealer me. And just say, don't roll on. After 1.5 hours, now rush upstairs and take another 15 minutes to come down. Of course, the man has spark, catch fire. This is the time she wants to be a woman. Leave her alone. Leave her the hell alone. She has been raised in the midst of her brothers who have treated her less equal, and you want to do the same. No, she will revolt. Then she cannot revolt. She's a child. This is the time that she can revolt. This is where the problem comes from. What does a woman really want? A woman seek the liberty to express themselves as women. That is my submission. We're going to build up from here, and we're now going into the details of what does woman want to do that becomes a problem to the man, that is now causing conflicts. How is a man disrupting the liberty of a woman in marriage? We'll build up from here and just continue, hopefully, for the rest of the month. Let's take a few questions and we'll be out of here in 15 minutes. Yes, bring your questions. The number to call is on the screen, or you want to throw questions, yeah, bring it down. I saw some people writing, I don't go out of context. You're talking of, we have an area of focus, so now I can take your questions, but make sure you're asking questions in line with what we're talking about. I mean, I take other general questions, it doesn't matter. Yes, questions, contributions, opinions. These are sensitive, so I'm not really expecting much. We're just laying the foundation, and we're going to just build up from there. Next time, it's not going to be more of me talking. I'm just going to open a line of thought, and then we're going to share together from there. Yes, your questions? In the absence of none, they are done for today. I'm trying to manage time now so that we don't exceed 2 hours at max. We started about 2:10, so we're already at the peak of it. Should cooking be the exclusive duty? Okay. Should cooking be the exclusive duty of a woman? I will say a capital no. Why do I say that? I did not read it in the Bible. There are two things that determines my what I believe in: the Word of God and the Constitution. I'm a book person. Whatever is written is written. What the Bible says and what the law says. Period. I did not read it in the Bible that a woman shall dutifully cook for the husband. I didn't see it anywhere. Unfortunately, I have not seen it in any constitution that therefore you are judged today, your obligations include the following: cooking, cleaning becomes an exclusive duty. I don't think so. I refuse. It is a beautiful thing for a woman. As a matter of fact, like I said, women take pleasure in cooking. Normal women. A normal woman. Because there are so many abnormal ones out there now. But a woman that village people is not activated in her life, they love cooking. Okay? Women find it sexy. They find it very romantic to cook for their husband. And the husband, see, love battle are missing. That's when it becomes stressful. The man not saying, mo dáná, mo ṣe gbígbé, màá dáná, kíníkan. Kì í ṣe complain, mo dáná. If love is there, they take pleasure in it. They will cook for you. They are waiting for you to come home to eat. You will eat the food and eat them. It's pleasurable when love is not missing. All right, Watana. But when love is missing, to boil egg becomes stressful. To boil egg becomes stressful. Because because you see, she's seen and said that she's not subject to you. The man that married to you doesn't make her a slave. But if she's doing those things, she's doing it out of pleasure. Once a woman is not performing a role out of pleasure, it becomes a problem. Now, if you want to be a man that is relevant and that is want to be a good man, you want to be romantic, I think it is sexy for a man to cook, honestly, if you ask me. So trust me, I've tested it many times. I'm not going to lie to you. There's so many girls I've been trying to chase and they are still forming King Kong. And I say, yeah, come around, let me come there, or let me come around, or you come around, let me cook for you. You say, you cook? Yes. And I cook and they just like it, and then it's just 1 week. And continue so they let him sọ pé mo ti wá rò mo wá sọ pé mo ní kí n sọ pé wọ́n máa come and sùn daily. It's a formula that has always worked. Cook for a girl, you get her hands down. Cook is romantic. So don't be unfortunate in life as a man. Don't be useless. Like, don't let your life be as if now the woman that you are humiliating, you are rising her everywhere. But if she's not around, you can't eat again. You go and be eating mama puts. Just your wife just travel to her family house for family function. Your life has turned upside down. Your life, everything about your destiny shut down. By the time the madam come home, all your boxer is smelling in the bathroom. You can't even wash underwear. All the plate of the food digging, carry out. Ordinary level is done. What kind of man is that? So I think a man should be useful for himself. Don't see, like I always tell the woman, don't make your life dependent on the man. Hear me. Like what I was saying the other time, the person said a woman needs security, a woman needs provision, and rubbish. Those things you can get for yourself. Let me say this as I close. One of the misconceptions of marriage of marriage is to feel that when a woman marries a man, then he has joined his life with a man. No. You are an independent person as a woman that should have a goal and a vision for your life. You are growing from a child to a woman with a plan for yourself. If as a lady you are not planning your life as if you will never marry, then you will become a nuisance in marriage. Like, what if you don't have a husband? So your life will be miserable. You should have a plan. You should be able to secure yourself, provide for all those things you think you're asking for a man to do. You should be able to do it for yourself. Now, a man doing it for you is a glorious thing. There are benefits and dividends of love. But it should not be as if it does not come, your life shut down. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, in marriage, the idea of two people they become one. No, it's not meaning that your life shut down and then your life. If it is as two people become one, it will be like all of you and all of me coming to become one. But that's not what the case. The case in Africa is always that you now mute your life for this one to prevail. So you now begin to go like, no. I believe that marriage is you as an entity have your goal, have your plan worked out. This man as an entity have his goal, have his plan worked out. You guys are coming together to just make life easy together. All the essence of marriage should just be for sharing. Share your joy, share your victory, share your pain. Share your good moments, share your bad ones. We are just a companion for each other. Nobody should sink nobody else's dream. People are doing business until they get married. Business shut down. Run for a man that is telling you to leave your job because he wants to marry you. Run for a man that have a problem with you going to work because he said he promised you marriage. And because now you are 38, you are desperate. You say, don't come back this so no, orí ẹ̀ bàjẹ́. Orí ẹ̀ ó bàjẹ́ dànù. Ìyá máa jẹ́. Ọkọ tó ní òbíṣẹ́ ilẹ̀ yẹn ló máa sọ fún ẹ pé òmòjó owó lọ́jọ́ kan pé kí ló ń ṣe ẹ́, ó kàn tóbi òṣì sínú ilé ṣá, ó kàn tóbi ranù sínú ilé. No. 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 You have your own dream. I believe that when we come together in marriage, the essence of marriage is that you just have somebody to share with. This man should be able to know, synergize. What the Bible says that two shall become one flesh doesn't mean that one will silence for one. Because that is what is happening. They silence the woman for the man. It's bullshit. It's not correct. It's not. Our culture is wrong when it comes to that. Wo ọkọ ẹ sọ pé òun ò lágẹ̀. Ọkọ mi sọ pé òun ò ìwọ láti jọ́ tó ti wà ń sisi ló ti ń wọ ṣòkòtò. O ti marry nísìnyí báyìí, o wá fẹ́ bọ́dà John alábòsí. Ó wá ní gbogbo òwò ni wọ́n aṣọ wọ ṣòkòtò. Gbogbo ìṣègà jáde náà ìdí ẹ̀ ní gbogbo àwọn ọkùnrin yẹn wò. Ó bẹ ní kó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní máa wọ búbù. Àbáyá àbí àyàbá àbí kí ni ká dàda tẹ́ ń wọ̀ nísìnyí. Ìwọ wá ń wọ búbù òṣì káàkiri. Ọkọ ọmọ àlè tó ní kó máa tó ní òòlè wọ ṣòkòtò inú ilé mu yẹn. Tó bá rí àwọn ọmọ wóbè tó ń fọ́ ń gbòòrò. Bomb shot náà wọ̀, bomb shot. Àwa dùn ẹ́. You now hear this frustrated women. Too frustrated man to ask it now here. Àti fún mi tẹ́ bá rí mi nígbà tí mo wà ń sisi. Mo máa fáyìn o. Ọ̀gá. O ní láti máa sọ àwọn èèyàn pé fáyìn sisi ká ló fáyìn rí. Ogun àtúnidá ti kì í mọ́lẹ̀. Wọ́n ti gbé ọkọ mú ẹni. Because they're not lying. They used to have their vibe. But because they want to marry, they will let everything go. No, that's not the will of God. That's not what the Bible says. And shall become one. It is two of us sharing values. This person has his own life complete. It's not two half coming together to become one complete. No, it's two complete working hand in hand. We are still two entire person. We are still two. Forget it. Our vision is just synergizing with each other. We are just having a synergy of purpose. And, making life easy for each other. Two is always better than one. So, somebody asked a question about a man. Why do the Bible say a man should submit to yes. Why the Bible says a woman should submit to her husband when she can't cook for her husband? Well, I don't know what you're saying, but now let me explain that there's a difference between submission and subjection. When the Bible says a woman should submit to a man, so like I explained earlier, submission means agreeing to work with. If they post a new manager to your department today, they post a new manager to your unit today. A higher manager will come and introduce the new manager to say, this is your manager. We want you to please cooperate with him. But they will still beg you to cooperate with him. That is submission. Because you see that new manager does not know the company like you. The performance of this new manager will be determined by how well you work with him. So the fact that this person is hired as a manager over you does not mean the company seeing him as a better tool than you. Matter of fact, you are the better tool. They would rather lose this manager than lose you. So they will come to talk to you and introduce the manager and pay your indulgence to work with him. He may be earning more than you in salary, but it's not more relevant than you. It's only in Nigeria that one person is a manager and is talking rudely to the people who are under him. Not in the developed countries. Nigeria they have mental problem. It's on that I am going to answer me. I want family values. I'm going on the company. Somebody will just be your boss and they'll be talking to you anyhow and be sleeping with them for buy one get one free. Culture, African culture. They have not born my manager way to talk to me anyhow. But it blew me. My manager will talk to me with consciousness. So that is what is called submission. Subjection, however, is being reduced to dictatorship. So why we should submit? We have our culture has mistake or misrepresent submission to subjection. And that is the problem we have in our society today. Did I answer your question? So, long story short, you are a being of your own. If you don't have a vision today as a woman, please develop one. And please don't put your vision as a subsidiary of your husband's vision. No, you are a full being. You are a full entity of your own. Don't you realize that you are fooling yourself? I believe in submission, yes. But do you know that you will see where your perception is wrong? If that man die today, you will now be looking for another man that will take his stead. I've seen so many women that their husband died, or their husband left them, and their life just become inactive, waiting to see when somebody else will fill that vacuum. Because they can't function without a man. Ori buruku is the definition of your life when you are doing that. God did not create you to function with a man. God created you as a full being, a full flesh being. Full flesh being that should function. You have hand, you have leg, you have rights, you have privileges, you are endowed, you are blessed, you are created. And God, when God created you, He said it was good. God saw perfection in you. As a matter of fact, as a woman, you are a revised version of a man. You are a redefinition, a recreation. God, after creating man, said, it was good. And then all of a sudden, God come back and said, it is not good for a man to be alone. God had to recreate man, take bones out of him. Okay, so you are an improved version of a man. How dare you subject yourself, subject your dream, so reduce yourself to mediocrity and negligence of a man when you are a better version? Rise up to application and be responsible for yourself. Be responsible for yourself. So many women are guilty for the humiliation they are getting in their marriage. I repeat, be responsible for yourself. You are better and best in your own space. You can do better than you are producing. You have so much value and virtue to be something worth more than you are producing. You are greater in your own space. How can you know in your heart? How many women are here that you believe that your life would have been better if you are not married? You believe that, how many of you feel that when you are single, you are making more money and you are enjoying more life, you are having more opportunity than when you are married? If you ever feel that way, then your marriage actually becomes a threat to your life. Actually, you should do better when you are married than when you are single. So if you look back at the day you are single and you feel like you are making more income or your life is better or you are enjoying it more, then your marriage is questionable. It should do better. It should be better. You should be better. You should be able to be something and do something for yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, it's such a pleasure being with you guys today. We'll continue from where we started. I'm just going to keep ringing and we're already going towards 2 hours 30 minutes. I want to be able to, so that we can go into dimensions. The way I'm going now, we'll enter another realm. Am I catching? Thank you very much for joining. I will see you guys again. My biggest joy is that from the day we say you'll be able to discover purpose and find your feet. Even though you have missed it, it is permitted. The Bible says the righteous is permitted to fall 7 times. And when he falls, he rise again. The fact that man left you or that relationship did not work or that marriage did not work doesn't mean that God hates you. It doesn't mean that you are wrong. It doesn't mean that you did not do the right thing. Sometimes it doesn't even mean that the man is a bad person. It just means that you are just at the learning curve. That is not the end of your life. Pick yourself up. Be responsible for yourself. You can do better than you are producing right now. You can be better than what you think you are. There's so much ability. You don't need any other thing added to you for you to be great. Greatness is born with you. You are the definition of who you are. and only you can take yourself and spearhead your life into where you want to see it. Have a picture of what you want to be, have a picture of what you really desire, and everything it takes to be that is already invested in you. Ladies and gentlemen, it's such a great time being with you. I'll see you next time. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your night.
On the beat. Thank you.